Hey everyone, my name's Leighton Lepetit and I'm a professional surf skater, and today I'm going to teach you how to do a carve on a surf skate. So, let's get into it. Yoo! As always, first step, grab yourself a surf skate. I'm using the Smoothstar Skateboards 34-inch fully utility pro model. If you haven't got yourself a surf skate, I highly recommend checking out Smoothstar Skateboards. I think they're awesome. Alright, before we break it down, there are two key maneuvers that you need to know before we dive into it. The first is how to generate speed. If you haven't watched my previous video on how to generate speed, be sure to check that out. The second is how to do a bottom turn. I gave a brief description on how to do a bottom turn in my how to do a cutback video. If you haven't checked that out, be sure to check it out. And if you would like me to do a how to do a bottom turn video, be sure to let me know in the comments below. Alright, before we set up our carve, it's very important that you generate enough speed and you set it up with a bottom turn. Setting up any maneuver with a bottom turn is essential, as it's going to ensure that you're completing the maneuver in the correct part of the wave. Now, once we come through our bottom turn, we're coming up and we're starting to extend. We're looking in the direction that we want to go. We're about to hit the section that we want to hit. We're not extending all the way. We're still staying compressed instead over our board. Now, once we get to the top of the wave, or the section that we're going to hit, we start rotating. We start rotating this shoulder, this arm, and it points us into the direction that we want to go. Our head turns looking into the direction that we want to go. Our back arm follows. And it follows our leading arm, and all we're doing is rotating that upper body while staying compressed and centered over our board. And as we come down, we start to compress as well down the face of the wave. Now that's the upper body. Now it's time for the lower body. Alright, it's the same deal. We need to ensure that our hips are rotating in the same direction that we want to go. We're staying compressed and centered over our board and using our back legs to drive us through that maneuver. So all it is, you're just coming up, extending a little bit, and then coming back down and compressing and rotating and making sure you're engaging the rail on your heel side and just driving through that section. Now, it's very similar to throwing a rugby ball. If you don't know what a rugby ball is, look it up. But all it is, you grab the ball here and we rotate that way, throwing it. So just give that a practice, rotating that way. And now, incorporate the lower body rotation. So we're bending at the knees, rotating, and rotating our hips as we rotate. Now once you've got that maneuver down, now you can practice doing it with a bit of style and a bit of flow. And just rotate your shoulders, rotate your arms, rotate your hips, and drive through that section, engaging the rail on the heel side. Now it's fairly similar on the backhand. It's literally the same thing, except you're engaging the rail on the toe side, you're coming up, backhand, driving through. Just driving through, making sure you got that shoulder rotation, that head rotation, that hip rotation, rotating your body and just driving through the section. And that's how you do a carve on a surf skate. Here we are coming out of that bottom turn, starting to extend, looking at the section that we're going to hit. The head starts to rotate, the shoulder starts to rotate, followed by the hips rotating, starting to drive through that section, staying low and compressed through that turn, engaging the rail on the heel side, staying low and compressed and driving straight through that turn and riding out with speed. Same here on the back side, starting to extend, looking at the section that we're going to hit. The head starts to rotate, the shoulders rotate, followed by the hips, staying low and compressed through that turn, engaging the rail on the toe side, driving through that turn, riding out with speed, and then straight up into another turn. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. If there's anything you guys want to see next, be sure to let me know in the comments below. Till then, happy surf skating, and I'll see you in the next video.